Hey guys, and welcome to More Than Mindset Live. I have a very special guest with you today. Her name is Kristi Waltrip, right? Did I say that right?
Yes, that is
Kristi Waltrip.
correct. Yes.
What I'm most excited to talk about is the representation of leadership in massage therapy. I think that is what I'm most excited about as an entrepreneur of 25 years. It is an area that I find is underdeveloped, like in all aspects. You know, I became a self-made entrepreneur, and so I kind of figured out the things. But what I didn't realize is all of the knowledge and wisdom and information and tools and skills that I developed over those 20 something years before entrepreneuring became a thing, you know, such a big thing.
Right.
And I noticed in the coaching industry that it is something missing. In the massage therapy industry, it is something missing. In the cosmetology industry, it is something missing.
Right.
Yoga, life coach, health coach, all of those modalities, and I've trained in all of them. And there was no bridge in between the training and then practical resources to use to create a career or build a business or, you know, whatever it is that you want to do with your skill set. So much so that we kind of started creating this, we'll call it Leadership Academy.
Mhm.
That it was like, holy crap, everyone needs this. Our industry, corporate needs this. They need people to be trained to be leaders. We need to help people develop the leadership quality within themselves. And that is something that I think you're going to do or you
Yeah.
are doing.
Yes.
So welcome. I'll let you introduce yourself on, you know, just about who you are and how people can recognize you as the things that you do, that part of it.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you, Kim. I'm so happy to be here. I love talking about anything related to massage therapy, our therapists, and our industry. It's my calling. It's what I get excited about. And I'm so glad to be here today to talk to y'all. So, I began my massage therapy journey about 15 years ago. I was looking for a career. I had always had just a job, but I was looking for a career and I went to get a massage, and that was pretty much it. I asked questions the entire time, and it was just, I knew that that's what it was that I wanted to do with my life. So I've had different jobs, and it's led me to a lot of different wonderful opportunities over the past 15 years. But even in my 14th and 15th year, I was still looking for something new. And that's what led to me to what we're doing today with the empowered massage therapist. But let me backtrack a little bit. I've worked in the spa industry. I've worked in the chiropractic industry. I've worked for massage therapy education. I've had my own business. I've been an employee. I've been an independent contractor. So I've kind of done every role that you could possibly do in the massage therapy world. And I've taught continuing education massage therapy classes. So I have done everything that there is to do, but I just wish that I could tell my younger self um, some things, and I would do a lot of things differently. I probably would have had a lot of bigger opportunities that I might not have seen or might not have had the confidence to do. So that kind of leads into what I'm doing today with the Empowered Massage Therapist.
I want to talk about that for a moment.
Okay.
Bigger opportunities. That's like let's go there because I think that's like a juicy topic.
Yes, super juicy. Yes. So now, do you want me to talk about opportunities that we miss out on as massage
Yeah, and
therapists
why
or
we miss
men?
out on them. And yet that's the thing
Okay.
that we're craving more than anything else.
Right. So looking back, and I can kind of connect that or relate that to what I was going through as a new massage therapist. I had the license in my hand. I was valedictorian of my class, and that wasn't enough for me and my self-esteem or my confidence. So even though I had the license, even though I could technically and practically do the work as a massage therapist, that didn't mean that I felt within myself that I could promote myself. I didn't feel worthy enough to promote myself. And in fact, I held on to my full-time job before even, going into massage therapy full-time because I had that doubt. What if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not good enough? What if I can't make money doing this? And that was a really big fear of mine. And I remember a lady had kind of taken an interest in me, and she had a hair salon, and she had a little trailer, and we were in Kinder, Louisiana, right there on the highway, not a big town. It's near a casino and that's it. And she wanted me to come do massage for her. But basically all it was, she had a cute little room for me. I set it up and then I just went and sat in the lobby and waited for somebody to make eye contact with me. And I wasn't going anywhere. Like that was it. I was waiting. And, today I would never tell anybody to do that, to just sit there and wait and see if somebody notices you. But that's where I was. That's where I was stuck. And if I would have done this work, if I could have met you back then, it could have gotten even bigger and bigger. So the opportunities don't come from the paper, the class, the book, the podcast. They come from yourself, your mindset, your confidence. And the confidence is only going to come after you start taking action.
It's the trickiest thing. Yeah. It's the implementation.
Yes.
I love that I've lived in kinder for a long time.
Did you?
Isn't that crazy? Like,
yeah.
From the 3rd grade all the way to the 8th grade and back my senior year. So I was actually there as a pre-adult. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's crazy. I didn't know that.
It's a quiet little town. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is a very interesting conversation here with the implementation, because it is, and I know a lot of clients that I attract have multiple licenses, certifications. My other room is full of like licenses behind me on the wall, and I didn't put them all up because I'm now kind of embarrassed of how much training it took in order for me to step into confidence, and well, that's how I see it now. I didn't see it then. I kept thinking, oh, but if I get that, then they'll believe me. If I get that, then they'll trust me. Yes. If I get that, then they'll know I know. If I get right. And so yes. We now have this huge industry of ongoing trainings on top of trainings on top of trainings in order to validate ourselves. And it's never that. It's actually the implementation of, we could take just one skill set and then the implementation of our soul essence and that drive and passion and purpose. If we just found one thing that we loved and went 100% in.
Right. And even if you didn't have the validation or the paperwork to do that one thing that you were really passionate about, you can still step out and you can still have a voice and say, I'm passionate about this. Listen to what I'm working on. Listen to what I'm going to class for in addition to my license. We don't have to wait until we have, like you do, little frames lining up the office saying all the things that we've done. We don't have to go that far. We've already have it. If you're a licensed massage therapist, you've got it. You have the right to speak.
You have the right to experiment, explore, figure it out as you go. And make money while you're figuring it out.
Yes.
Because the truth
absolutely.
is people want to feel safe.
Yes.
And they want to feel touch.
Yes.
And they want to feel comfort and they want to feel connection.
Yes. And they want their massage therapist to believe in what they do. Yeah. And they want their massage therapist to be confident.
Oh, this is funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Thinking, I recently, I went to the spa with a couple of friends. And so, in the car, we have these conversations and stuff. And I had the realization, because we were in a room together, it was like a couples massage, and her therapist said, so how's the pressure? And do you like it? And how is it? And I was like, I want my therapist to know, like, I want my therapist to feel and kind of know that. I don't want to be, I didn't notice this before, but I was thinking, don't you dare ask me. You better just do what you feel is right.
Right.
That's confidence of her knowing what she's doing. And that's exactly what she did.
Yeah.
Like, she read my body.
Yeah.
Going a little bit too deep, the body will tend to, it's like really, that's the exploration for massage therapists to really grow in is, that bridge of just really listening and being in the relationship with the client.
Yes. Yeah. And that confidence will come with action. And that action right there is just getting your hands on as many bodies as you possibly can. So you learn to trust yourself as a therapist. But even if you're there, you can still be empowered in that season of your career, even when you're brand new coming out of school and you go to work at your first spot. And, you can still embody that. You can step in that suit of the empowered massage therapist and zip it up and still rock it and make mistakes.
Hey, wouldn't that be cool if we did some CEUs on embodiment of the massage therapist herself?
Absolutely.
Intuitive embodiment, so that just that being able to connect, like just a class on how to intuitively connect with your clients, like how to, they don't have anything like that, right?
No, not that I know of. Yet. And also, and I know that we tend to keep bringing up new, but I also know that this can be for, veteran massage therapists who are ready to either reinvent themselves or to take it to another level. One of the things I love about massage as a career is the involvement of it, not just the involvement of what the therapist is doing, but the involvement of the individual. Because we go through seasons of life, we're not going to stay the same as we were when we just came out of massage school. We're going to, get that tap on the shoulder. Okay, it's ready. You're ready to step to the next level and the next level. And that's what's so wonderful. One of the things that's wonderful about this career.
And the wisdom that is gained through 5, 10, 15, 20, even 30 years of massage therapy, there comes a time of changing that role from being the practitioner to often being the leader in the industry,
Yes.
And I've talked to quite a few therapists because of the coaching that I do when they're at that stage where they've kind of maxed out on the $6,000 a month, full-time therapists. And there's something else. They realize now that it's not just about that. And I was like, all those years of wisdom that you have, there are therapists who are ready for it. Yes. And so really encouraging them to create new CEUs or things that just from their experience, what they've learned, that is a whole nother career advance.
It is. And, there needs to be an involvement of the pioneers of massage,
rather than just burnout, right?
Well, sure. Rather than just burnout or, they just drift away, and then who are we left with? So this is something that it needs to be a perpetual, we have to keep doing this. So the ones of us that are in the industry of education or massage therapists, we need to, consistently be looking for those people that can step into those roles, that want to step into those roles, because it won't last if you don't really want to do it. Just like a massage therapist, you go to massage therapy school and you don't really love massage therapy, you're going to do it for a little while, and then you're going to be okay to not do it. But this is for people that can't not do it.
Yeah.
I can't not have massage therapy in my life, even though I live in the corporate world, the corporate education world, and I love that. I have to be in the massage therapy world. It's for people like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't know, even because what I do now is more bridging the gap between the healing focused entrepreneur, and moving into this new design of their world, I would say, like what you and I have done.
Yes.
But I am with you on the lack of mentorship. And that's really what I was most excited about bringing you on and having that conversation is when we were in school, we were looking for that mentor. We were looking for the person to say, so how do we take this trade and turn it into a career? How do we take this and turn it into a business? How do we take this and turn it into a practitioner? What do we do? Even things with the how to serve in a way that we can help and not be, what do I want to say, be the tool itself.
Right. So how to help and how to serve without crossing boundaries to where you feel as the therapist, like you're not living the life you want to live, or that you don't want to cross that boundary into transference or counter transference. Yeah. So, and no, there isn't really, I've heard of mentorships out there within massage organizations, but ones that are really connected and are face-to-face and say, hey, what is it that you want to do? Why don't you think you can't do it? And let me help you. So I'm really enjoying that part.
Yeah. Like when you came to me and we had our first consultation, first call, and you had your vision, I would say. And this is what I think a lot of massage therapists have. They're in school. They had a vision before they ever signed up for school.
Yes.
It's kind of like you have a vision for being a parent before you ever get pregnant. Right. And then once there's this painted picture.
Yes.
And you had such a beautiful vision. And I was coming across the desk and I was like, no, you have to let me do this with you. We have to do this. It's I'm so passionate about helping people step into that and create these bridges to their dreams. And you were super clear on what it was, but the implementation, the context and implementation, that ladder, I would call it, those things, but it didn't take you long, Kristi.
Well, probably because I had the big sticky notes on my wall and I took
I
pictures of
remember.
them for you. And I felt silly doing that, but it was like, okay, I want to write down who's the Kristi I want to be when it comes to massage therapy? What do I want to be doing on a daily basis? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to talk to? Do I just want to be doing massage? Do I want to be speaking? What? And I got real clear and specific, wrote it all down on these big sticky notes, and then took pictures and showed it to you and said, help,
Yeah.
because I've been doing this. I've been thinking about these things for years. So what is that connection? Where's the bridge so I can walk across it?
Yeah.
But and then once I got that help, so once I got that mentorship or that coaching, I was like, okay, move aside because here I
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is you had a clear vision, but then we got these unconscious thoughts, right? All these old
Yeah.
stories and this conditioning and what the industry told us we could do and what the school told us we could do and what
Yes.
people told everyone else has been dictating.
Yes.
And then when we can help someone step into their true self and step into
Mhm.
their role, purpose, function in this
Yes.
world as a human, what? And we
Yeah.
realized that all of that was just like a figment of our imagination. It was just like something
Yeah.
we've been
Yeah.
naturally listening to because we thought, like, no, we
Exactly.
get to create something new and different. What I was so attracted to you about is your natural leadership. I was like, you didn't know this, but this was an ongoing thing that I had been searching for. And I thought I was the person to do it. So it was like, I was all in. So when you said it and expressed it, it's like, oh my God, if we just like really are in tuned and we listen and we watch, the right people are here. We're all doing this together. We're
Yes.
all doing this together. It's revealing our roles as we work together. And I think that's what
Yeah.
is inside of you is as teaching, having these massage therapy students
Mhm.
and then you seeing so much for their future and then they don't have the implementation, the vision, the mentorship, that understanding.
Yeah.
And what you've
Yeah.
talked to me several times about that really drew me in was these seasoned practitioners.
Mhm.
And then they're just at this, wait, this is it. And yet
Yeah.
inside of them, they really joined forces with massage therapy for a bigger reason. So they
Right.
just habitually have been doing that dollar for hour, dollar
Yeah.
for hour, one-off sessions and
Yes.
kind of forgot about their vision. And that's what you help ignite in them.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's who I was too, and in teaching massage therapy to the public for 8 years, teaching people how to be massage therapists. We teach the business. We teach, okay, what piece of paper do I need to go get to make all of this happen? What licenses do I need to get? How do I need to have my room set up? What are my business cards going to look like? What's my website going to look like? And we go, okay, bye. Psh.
All I remember is how to
Yes.
pass the MBLEX.
Yes, how to pass yeah, that's a really big deal because you can't, be a massage therapist without it. So there's that. And since I've been in the education world for a while, I still know these therapists. Some of them do well, some of them don't. Some of them fall off. Is it from discouragement? Yes, it could be. It could very well be. And from the therapists that have been doing it for a while and just keep wanting to reach that next level. And I can speak to this because, again, I had it all on a sticky note, but that doesn't mean I was doing anything with it. I've had great ideas for years about it, but without implementing, without saying, you know what, I have it within me to do this. Um, I'm not afraid to do it. But even if you are afraid to do it, that's where the confidence comes in the
It's
implementation,
that
like you said.
it's that just knowing there's more. Just
Mhm.
knowing that right there. If
Mhm.
you feel like I'm not sure what it is, but there's something I'm not getting, call Kristi.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
right there. Because that's how it starts, right? It's
Yes.
like we're basically like birthing ourselves,
Yes.
there's like just an inkling of an idea, but that has been
Right.
planted in you for a reason.
Yes, I believe so. And I truly believe that. And I was looking for it for a long time. And then once I started implementing and taking those steps and walking in that direction, walking that walk and embodying who I wanted to be, that's when things started to get more clear. That's when the confidence started to come. And that's when an ease and flow came to it, that I wasn't trying so hard and trying to figure out, okay, what things do I need to do? And it wasn't so much that, or it was what I can do. How can I serve right now? And it
And
takes a lot.
Yeah, I think something that bridged, you can tell me if doesn't feel right or not, but there was a difference as so you've done those things and you've been in corporate, but you hadn't created that system, like that
Right.
simple business trifecta. Like when
Mhm.
that was like, here's the exact steps, this is what you do, this is how you bring it together. And when
Mhm.
you followed those exact steps, then it was like this clear picture.
Yes.
And that's really what I feel really opened up things for you and gave you that
Yes.
belief, because at that point you were able to feel it.
Yes. Yeah. So when I did the business trifecta, it was very structured for me, and I was able to do. It says, okay, this is what you need to do, so they know who you are, so they trust you, so they get to know you, and that's part of telling the world about what you do. You can be the best massage therapist ever. If people don't know it, how are they going to know you're there? They're not. And then what happens? Then you get discouraged and you think, oh, well, this isn't going to work. What am I doing? So that was a big part of it, was going through the steps and then gaining confidence from the consistency of doing those steps. And it
Yeah.
just got easier and it got easier. And the easier it gets, the bolder I got. And, you know, I can go talk to anybody about massage therapy.
Yeah. The beauty of that is not only do they get to know who you are, you get to know who you are.
Yes,
And once that is clear,
that's it. The
that's it.
sky's the limit.
That is it. That was that moment,
Yeah.
and I remember us having this conversation, and you were like talking about just helping any individual, and kind of went back and forth, but you have massage therapy in your cells.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are your people. You know their
Yes.
language, you know what they need, you know
Yes.
what you needed, you know how
Yes.
to meet them on a different level. And I'm going to say
Yes.
again, the natural leadership is so needed in the massage therapy industry. I
Yes.
didn't realize this until COVID. I think it was you that I contacted, and I was like, wait a minute, why is massage therapy not even presenting anything to the governor? What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
And someone told me, well, we don't have a board representing the massage therapist. We only have a board representing the client. And I was like,
The public.
wait a minute. Yeah, the public. So I was like, wait a minute. No one is representing the massage therapy. That's why no one presented a plan. That's why no one, like, why it was it you? I think it's you. I contacted.
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
think
why
so.
is this happening?
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
who's going to do this? Do we have to do this? Do we, where do we get it started? What do we do? And
Yeah.
then lo and behold, here is Kristi,
Yeah.
who will represent the massage therapist.
Yes, I love it. It's great. And I love getting to know them, getting to know massage therapists. So I know so many of them just from teaching for so many years, and then teaching a CE class, and then being in an organization like the American Massage Therapy Association. So I'm connected to so many massage therapists, and I love reaching out to them and saying, hey, what are you doing now? And we get to talking and they tell me about their business. And that's another part of what I'm doing, is because when I was in massage school, and even now, I like to hear about other massage therapist stories, because it gives me hope, and it gives me like a plan. Like I can set my goal in certain places. And there's been a couple of people that I thought, man, I really want to be like her, you
Mm,
know. And that's what we need in this
yeah.
industry, is for not for us to just stay isolated and introverted. And
Mm,
it's not a competition. Just because I reach out and tell the world about a couple some massage therapists and what they do, doesn't mean that that's going to be detrimental to my business,
no,
you
it's
know.
actually the more we can lift up the industry,
Yeah.
it's more successful for all of us.
Exactly. Exactly.
I love you being this sound trusted voice to uplift the industry because of the lack of representation.
Hmm.
So if we take just that phrase, which is a mouthful,
Hmm.
and I look at massage therapists who either I went to school with or that I know from before school and after school, the thing that I hear is they kind of blame it on the industry, like the finances and the industry and people. And I'm like, it is not an exterior issue.
No.
There is a huge need and demand for empowered massage therapists. I think what the public is running into, why they're not supporting, if
Hmm.
if they're not supporting anything consistently, is
Yeah.
because they haven't have the consistent benefits. Like in other words, the
Right.
therapist needs to show up in their empowered self,
Right.
in how they serve. Because once you create that safe, fulfilling environment, like in other
Hmm.
words, the client feels safe, relaxed, and we can actually start tapping into healing the nervous system, relaxing into that right there. You get any client there, chances are they're your client for life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, that comes with, you have to step out, you have to start where you're at, and you have to get out there and meet the people. And a lot of massage therapists are drawn to massage because of the one-on-one connection, and they're not extroverts or call themselves introverts. But this is something that's on a different level. They have to get connected with themselves as well.
Yeah.
And,
I think that's the empowerment you can offer them.
yes,
Is having them
yes,
touch
absolutely.
in with themselves. And I think another thing that I hear from them, like being nervous and worried, is they feel like they need a medical degree. Like they need to know all
Right.
of the anatomy words. They need to remember where every muscle attachment is.
Yeah.
And that is not what the client wants. And if that
No.
client does want that, they're probably a PT client. Like let them just go to PT.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think that is something that holds massage therapists back from my experience
Yeah.
in massage therapists, even that I've been to,
Mhm.
because, if they know you're a massage therapist, they get kind of freaked out, right?
Oh yeah, it takes it
And
to a whole
I'm
other
like, it
level.
was painful to be a massage therapy client and them worried about what they knew or what they showed me they knew. I was just looking to really, for me, I was really looking to heal my nervous system. I just
Yeah.
needed to be in a safe space so
Mhm.
I can dial in, tap in, relax, and let my body get out of that fight flight. And when I could feel that discomfort, and it happened so many times that I want to mention it because whoever's watching this, that may be them. The the client is not there to know how much you know. They're not there to
Yeah.
want to need to all your credentials and your what you made on your quizzes and what
Right.
you made on your MLEX or any of
Yeah.
that stuff.
Exactly.
It's if you can really step into the role of connecting with your client,
Yes.
and like Kristi said, first connecting with yourself. So
Yes. Yeah, well, you said it. That's the word, is connection. That's what our clients want, is connection. And it's not going to be necessarily about, yeah, you're not going to talk muscles with them. You're not going to talk about bony landmarks. You're not going to talk about the type of joint. It's going to be about the connection that you have with your client, and that connection that they feel from the minute they come and make eye contact with you at your place of business, from the moment they leave. How did you make them feel? How did you make them feel? So that's what's most important, and that's what we need to empower our massage therapists with.
yeah, that's
Is,
why I think your role is so important,
yes,
because we have to get the massage therapist there first.
yes,
And we can actually uplift the industry. This is the same thing for cosmetology. You can
yeah,
screw up their hair,
yeah.
but if you have a good conversation and they
Oh
love you
yeah,
and your place feels really good, they're
they're
going to
coming
keep
back.
coming back.
They're coming back. Yeah, for sure, for
They're
sure.
going to keep coming back.
Yes, yes. It's so true. It's so true. It's us. And so think about that. If our success has to do with us, who do we have to work on to improve our business? What do we work on? Yeah, we
That's
work
your
on,
work, my friend.
yes, yes, and I love it.
That's your work. So let's talk about, I want to talk a little bit about what you do and also about the CEUs you offer and how you integrate that in your business, because you're like balancing everything right now, right? You're still working full time. So you're
Yes,
still in education.
yes,
You're also a provider for CEUs, and now you have online resources since COVID. That's something that you've opened up to.
yes. Yes, so yes, I still work in the corporate education world, for a school that has massage therapy programs. And I've been a continuing education provider for the state of Louisiana for several years. And I have 2 classes that I teach, and I'm converting those into online classes now because of COVID. So I still know that, that's a challenge for therapists now, is to actually to be able to travel and go to a class. So I'm working on that, creating that or converting that into online classes. And also I'm working on an online empowered massage therapist guide.
Yeah, let's talk
So
about that.
yeah, so I'm working on that because there's some components that massage therapists need to know on how to become empowered, and to be the key to having a business, career, and life of a massage therapist that you love is doing the work within yourself. So becoming empowered. And what's the opposite of that? So the opposite of that would be self-doubt or insecurities, or thinking that you have to have that next license or that next class or that next piece of paper or that next book. So would you like me to go into that a little more
Yeah, I would
detail?
like,
Okay.
let's give it to them.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
they can go to your site and they can actually opt in and get the PDF of it. But right
Very
now
good.
you could actually
Yes.
share it with them.
Yes, very good. So, three things that I want to touch on as far as becoming just a step towards becoming more empowered. And one of those things is to just start. So, wherever you're at and whatever the vision it is that you have for yourself, just start going towards that. So, what does that mean? So, say that you want to become a massage therapist that specializes in pregnancy massage. Okay, well, as a massage therapist, yes, you can work on pregnant clients. Maybe you haven't taken any CEs yet to work on, that are geared just towards prenatal client massage. Or maybe you have several. So, what is something that you can do to step into that role or to embody that role? You can start doing research on that. You can start telling your clients that you are working towards this new goal. You can start putting the word out there. You do not have to wait until you have the CEs and all the ducks in a row and all of the diplomas on your wall. You don't have to wait for that. You can implement it and you can start now. You can start talking about it now. The more, if you don't talk about it, nobody's going to know about it. So that's one of the most important things is you do not have to perfect your plan before you start it, before you start implementing it, and before you start stepping into that role. So just start wherever you are. And that kind of ties into the next thing is to tell the world, tell everybody you can about what you are doing. Because if you don't tell anyone, they're not going to know. Don't be like me in the little trailer in kinder and just sitting there and like, oh, there's Kristi, my massage therapist. I'm like, hello. Do you want a massage? No? Okay. Don't be like me.
They just had their
Okay.
hair
Yeah.
done, right? They're like, you're
Yeah.
not about to touch
Right.
me.
They're
I'm
not
not
about,
washing this thing for 2 days.
yeah. Yeah. What were we thinking? But and I didn't go to her. She came to me. So I didn't even have, you know, the guts to step out and go find my own job. This is one of the greatest things about being a massage therapist is you can go find your own
Oh
employer.
my God, so good.
The world is your oyster. You can literally create something where there was nothing. You can create a clientele in a town where there was no clientele. You have the right to go and knock on businesses and say, I would love to do some mobile massage for your company. You have the right to do that. But not all of us actually think about that, or not all of us were too afraid to do it. But if you don't tell people about what you do, nobody's going to know about it. If you don't start to step into that role, you're not going to have that confidence to start talking to people about it. So tell the world, and confidence will come from that action. It's in the process. The confidence doesn't come after, okay, well, I'm going to get my little CE license and I'm going to hang it on my wall and boom, I'm going to have confidence. It doesn't happen like that. It comes throughout the process of just starting and telling the world and taking action.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the third thing is self growth. Now, I've heard a lot of massage therapists say that, well, I'll have to go to business school. No, you don't have to go to business school. You have to go to school for you. You have to grow yourself. If you want to grow the business or grow the career, you grow the person that's running the business. You grow the therapist that wants to create their own business. You grow yourself because no, you got all of that in massage school, didn't you? You know where to go to get your license. You know where to go. You got to go to the city hall to get your permit. You know where you have to go for all the things. You know what insurances you have to have. You know what you have to do your practical work every day. Okay. That's already given to you in massage school. You were already tested on that. Okay. So now you have to work on yourself. What are the reasons that you're not stepping into the vision that you want for yourself? What is holding you back? What are those thoughts that have turned into beliefs that aren't true? So those are the three things that I talk about in the Empowered Massage
What's happened?
Therapist
We're
Guide.
freezing.
I'm freezing. Am I there?
I'm turning off all my extra internets in case that's
Oh,
what's freezing you.
she's freezing. She'll be back any second.
There you are.
There you are.
Did I go away or did you go away?
You went away.
I went away?
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking and then you said freezing and then it stopped.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you might be freezing again. There you go. Are you there? I see you.
Okay, it says my internet is unstable, so I turned my phone. Okay. So you're still frozen. So
oh, is it? I can see you. Oh, but you look, it
can you
keeps
hear me?
cutting in. I can hear you. Yep. You still there? Yes.
It shows it's still recording.
Okay.
I think I have all my extras cut off.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Let's give this another minute and see if it comes back on. I'm going to turn my my video off and see if that gives you more life. Can you hear me, Kristi?
I can hear you.
Let's see, we still have guests.
Can you hear and see me?
Can you see me?
I can see you. Yes.
How about those who are in the guest room? Can you put something in chat if you can hear me? There is no problem here. I see and hear both of you. Weird. Okay, we turned all the outside devices off here. So can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, so where I left off at is the third thing, which is the client, which is the massage therapist growing themselves, which is where you come in because this is what you're offering.
Right.
You have the Empowered Massage Therapist Facebook group.
Yes.
And how, like, what's the next step? So if they're starting and they're telling people what they do.
Right.
And now they're ready to start working on themselves. What would that look like? Like they would contact you.
Yes.
Like give them like paint a picture. What does that mean to grow myself? Right.
Right. I know it sounds like such a big thing. It can sound a little scary too, but it really isn't. It's that's when you can call me and we'll set up a call together and we'll talk about your vision and what you're thinking, the reason why you think that you want to grow or just what you want to do. And I actually am able to hold space for you. And you know that about being a massage therapist on how to hold space for other people and your clients. But I'm able to hold that space because I've worked with so many massage therapy students and massage therapists who have been in the industry for years. So that's what I bring to the table is a real desire to meet you where you are, for you to be able to talk about what you want. And it's funny because the more you talk about it, it's different to have it written in a journal, what your dreams are, what your hopes are, what you think you want to try, or you might even be afraid to try as a massage therapist. Maybe you want to teach. Maybe you want to have your own business. Maybe you want to be a continuing education provider. Maybe you want to be a traveling therapist. But we're able to discuss that and talk about it, and we get really present and really clear about what you want. And then we talk about how we can make that happen, or what are your challenges Why haven't you been able to implement that in your life or take action with that? And we get clear about what steps are that you can start working towards that goal. So we meet you where you're at. We talk about where you are. We talk about what the challenges are and why you haven't been able to implement this into your life. And then we go from there. We make a clear plan on how we can make it happen. It's very exciting. Uh-oh, I lost you again.
It's still freezing up, which is annoying me.
I can hear you though.
Okay,
Oh, there
if
you
you
are.
can hear me. So I want to just clarify what I heard on my end,
Okay.
and that is whatever their dream was as a massage therapist. Maybe it is, I'm sorry, what?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, we might have to cut this out. If we can't, and we might have to redo it if we don't get enough in it. I'm just going to repeat back and then we'll connect them to you. And if we have to redo this, we'll redo it. So, what I'm hearing is whether you are a massage therapist educator, a massage therapist that travels or that wants to open their own business or is in their own business or wants to work for corporate for someone else in health, it doesn't matter, as you can help them get to their goal. So,
Right.
the massage therapist, the educator, even the massage therapy student in helping
Hmm.
them in their career at the beginning, because some of them are going from a corporate job and decide, I don't want to be in corporate forever. I want to help people. I
Right.
know several nurses that they just felt like they really couldn't help people in the hospitals, and they felt like massage therapy would be a better avenue for what they really wanted to
Yes.
do. And so anyone in those circumstances, we'll put the links in the show notes of how they can
Yes.
contact you, and
Yes.
then you can get on a call with them. And we invite them into the Empowered Therapists Facebook
Yes.
group, which is brand new. You just
Mhm.
started, and you're actually featuring spas and massage therapists there and on your page
Yes.
as you move into this, I'll say, new adventure, right? As a leader in the massage therapy industry.
Yes, and that's a very rewarding part of it is to showcase therapists and what they do because we want to hear about that. Massage therapists want to hear about what other things, new and exciting things massage therapists are doing and living out what they really want to do, all the unique different practices and things that they're doing. So I'm very proud to showcase that. And yeah, that's a very exciting and rewarding part of what I do.
Because the best part about massage therapy was the dreaming part. We were like,
Yes.
everyone wanted to open the spa, and we wanted to offer like lomi lomi, and we wanted
Yeah.
to offer these Indian drips, and this oil, like
Yeah.
all of this amazing stuff. And then in reality, we get out in the real world, and like we're still trying to convince people what a massage is, right?
Right.
And yet, if we could all do it together and really showcase all of the benefits of massage and
Hmm.
talk about the nervous system, if we can really talk about it from that perspective,
Yeah.
I feel like it's so much more practical and doable to explain that to the civilians, the people, right?
Yes.
That because there's such a I don't know, a stench, like it's about a treat, or like you need to wait and do it once a year, or they don't
Yeah.
see it, as part of our health and wellness, in
Right.
general. You don't have to go just because you're hurting or just
That's
because
right.
you need something fixed. It's actually touch is so important. More single people than ever right now
Hmm.
who live alone.
Yes. And our elderly.
Yes.
And yes, it's a lifestyle. This kind of career is a lifestyle. You've got to walk the walk, talk the talk. And you've really made an impact when clients go to massage therapy school. That's a wonderful feeling as well. So it's not just for the clients, it's for the people that want to step into this world with us. And
Yeah.
that's another reason why I'm led to it.
I
It's
was
really
I was at the
awesome.
coffee shop with a friend earlier this week, and the barista was like
Hmm.
not sure what she wanted to do, and I was like, I wonder if she would be interested in like that. That's the type of like it's that I don't know where I want to go. I'm not sure. I haven't been
Yeah.
called to anything yet. Like just mentioning, like, have you thought about massage therapy?
Yes.
There's so many things you can do once that door is open. You're not just
No.
limited to Swedish massage.
No.
You can do reflexology. You can do
Yeah.
craniosacral. My massage therapy practice was more body work. They were completely clothed. I hate messing with the linens and the wraps and like all of that stuff. And
Right.
I did it my own unique way. And I was able to do that, and
Yeah.
specialize in it and create even a series out of it. There was just so much to do. And I love talking about that and just kind of opening the mind to see beyond body after body
Right.
after hour,
Right.
$20 at some sort of spa, or, there's so much more, guys. So if you are stuck in that, you think that's the only thing you can do,
Mm-hmm.
reach out to Kristi. We got
Yes.
so much more to share with you.
Yes. Come
Linda
to
and
the
I here
page.
are always dreaming about like what else we want to bring in with massage therapy. We had a very deep conversation before you and I got on the call, and we're like, oh, this one's going to be interesting. We want to bring in some new stuff. We
That's
love
great.
being able to explore into untreaded waters.
Yes. It's very exciting, and it's a great time to do it, actually. I think if any kind of gift was given by what we've been through this year in 2020, especially the people of Louisiana as well, is what's important. And I believe what's important to me, and I know other people feel this way, is living out your passion, living out your calling, and you don't want to regret that. So,
What else is there?
yeah.
I just told my husband that when I went home for lunch,
Yeah.
and it's like I want more pleasure and play and
Mhm.
passion driven. I don't know. I'm just like, we've done all that have to stuff.
Yeah.
And those massage therapists, those people who come in after 50, Kristi, I think those are
Yes.
your people too. I know
Yes.
you like educating and the newbies, but there's
Yeah.
something every time we talk, you are about that empowered woman
Mm-hmm.
that is ready to step into her role and do something off the cuff from where she's been.
Yes.
You kind of have a little knack for that. You kind of hold the
Yeah,
beautiful
because I relate
space.
to it. I turned 50 this year, and life's short. And I feel not that I'm running on borrowed time, but I want to seize the moment. And I don't want to worry about what other people may think or how's this going to go. I'm just going for it. I'm being led by my heart and my head and my intuition. And I like to encourage other people to do the same. So that's my jam.
It's my jam. Is there anything that I didn't ask you that you would like to share, or you've been like, oh, I wish you would ask me that, or I wish we could go there? Um,
Um, no, I don't think so. I think you covered it really well. I didn't really, I don't know if I mentioned when I was introducing myself that I taught massage therapy for 8 years, and I've had some wonderful mentors in my career. So I do need to say that because I was really blessed with that I had people that believed in me and lifted me up. But so I want to be that for
that's
others as well.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's important
it
is
is.
someone believe in us until it's that borrowed belief until we can
Yes.
believe in ourselves. And,
Yes.
to be able to like share some of what they see in us that
Mhm.
we had not admitted, I'll say.
Yes.
You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? Like what I
absolutely.
saw in you, I was like, holy hell, this is our leader right here. Like, this is the
I'm
girl.
like,
This is someone who does it.
what?
I know. I was like, oh my God, how can you not see that?
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw that you're like the vision board and stuff, I was like, it all just made so much sense. It's almost like I knew the vision before the vision ever appeared, and it was just waiting for the person who was going to be implementing it. It was really a sacred moment of
Yeah.
recognizing something that I felt was missing in the industry for a long time. And I happen to be like a very committed client,
Mhm.
and I believe in like weekly, bi-weekly, month, like you name it. If it's consistent and it has to do with massage, I'm there.
Mhm.
And I really had a hard time finding therapists who stayed through the game.
Yeah.
And so it's something that I became really passionate about is teaching them to specialize in something, some sort of unique, charge me more. Let me pay you for 6 weeks at a time. Let me like
Right.
whatever it'll take. And that was because I was on my own healing journey and
Mhm.
I needed the massage therapist. I needed the body worker. It was so important because, I was working on the mental and emotional stuff, but this stuff is processed through our physical body. And this is where we are in our world right now, education wise, when we're
Yes.
talking about healing is even the medical community is coming on board with this. And so it's a perfect opportunity for a massage therapist to seize the moment
Yes.
of how we can help process this mental and emotional stuff through the physical body, through the physical realm. We could be there, helping this pass through. That's
Absolutely.
the work I love,
Yes. Yes.
and why I'm so passionate about getting more massage therapists out there.
Me too. Me too. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a very exciting time, and mindfulness and growing oneself or doing self-development and self-growth is really, it's everywhere you turn, you're hearing about it. And people are waking up to that it's not so much implementing all the steps or reading all the books. It's work on yourself, and it's looking at your beliefs and what you've believed about yourself all the way up till this point, and really looking at those beliefs and saying, is this true? Or is this something that somebody said that just stuck for 30 years?
Yep.
So, and that all has to do with, especially for me as a massage therapist. And I want to say that up until not too long ago, I was still to that point where I was saying, okay, I just need to take this class and do this and get this book, and I need to go to this course. So I was still, after 15 years, still trying to prove something. So when I didn't need to, I could have actually stopped probably 5 years ago. But so it's out there. I know it's out there. It's nothing to be, feel ashamed for. It's just, it's a realization.
Yeah.
It's actually very liberating. So I can help you
And
with that.
yeah, and it's the beauty of this work, this mindfulness, this consciousness, this,
Yes.
really recognizing our unconscious and conscious are divided.
Yes.
But we don't know that until we know that. And
Right.
we can't see it because it's unconscious. So
Yes.
having someone like you or I hold the space for that, I mean, that's where the liberation comes from. It's
Yes.
through the awareness,
Absolutely.
And I do feel like it is next level stuff that for all of us. But first of all, let's start with the practitioners, because if the practitioner can get it, then they can guide all of their clients through it.
Yes.
And, I think that's the role as for leadership and mentor and role model that you and I play, that we can help in the massage therapy industry. So if you guys are massage therapists, if you're considering going to massage therapy school, Kristi is the perfect person to reach out to. We're hoping we're convinced a few more people to want to go to school.
Yes.
I've converted a few clients
Yeah.
myself, and I really believe in the power of massage therapy.
Yeah.
And if you are a seasoned massage therapist, or you're just right smack in the middle of, I just graduated, what the hell am I supposed to do with this piece of paper?
Right.
She's your gal. Reach out to her. Encourage your friends that are massage therapists to come over to the Empowered Massage Therapy Facebook group. Kristi's very active there. She's educating, she's sharing, she's answering questions, and she has motivating almost every day, right? You have something.
Yep.
Yeah,
Getting out there every day and talking to people. So,
all right, my friend. Look
Yes.
forward to connecting again. We
Yes,
will
that was
link all of
awesome.
your stuff in the show notes.
Okay. Very